Navigating ISF compliance for export-controlled imports. Welcome back to our Customs Brokerage series. In today's video, we'll be discussing ISF compliance for imports subject to export controls and licensing requirements. If you're involved in international trade or import goods that are subject to export control regulations, this topic is crucial to understand. We'll explore how ISF compliance plays a vital role in ensuring adherence to these requirements. So let's dive in. Export controls are regulations that governments impose to protect national security and prevent the unauthorized transfer of sensitive goods, technologies, and information to non-authorized recipients or countries. Certain imported goods may be subject to these controls and require licensing before they can be imported. Understanding these controls is essential to ensure compliance with the law. ISF compliance is an integral part of importation for goods subject to export controls and licensing requirements. The Importer Security Filing, ISF, provides advance information about the imported goods, allowing customs authorities to assess the compliance of the shipment with export controls and licensing regulations. Accurate and complete ISF filing is crucial for demonstrating compliance and facilitating customs processes. To determine if your imports are subject to export controls and licensing requirements, it's essential to conduct proper research and analysis. Review export control lists and classifications to identify the controlled goods, components, or technologies that require a license for importation. Thoroughly understanding these requirements will help ensure compliance throughout the import process. ISF compliance for imports subject to export controls involves accurate and complete reporting of information related to the controlled goods. This includes details such as the HTSUS code, harmonized tariff schedule of the United States, manufacturer, country of origin, consignee, and other relevant information. Filling out the ISF accurately ensures transparent communication with customs authorities regarding the controlled imports. The HTSUS code is crucial when it comes to ISF compliance for controlled imports. This code identifies the specific classification of goods and determines if they are subject to export controls. Importers must ensure the HTSUS code reported in the ISF accurately reflects the classification of the controlled goods to demonstrate compliance with the licensing requirements. Importers must validate their licensing requirements for controlled imports before submitting the ISF. Licensing requirements can vary depending on factors such as the country of origin, the end use of the goods, or the end user involved. Working with experienced customs brokers or export control specialists can help importers navigate these requirements and ensure the correct licenses are in place. To ensure compliance with export controls and licensing requirements, it's crucial to coordinate with the relevant export control agencies in your country. These agencies provide guidance on licensing procedures, restrictions, and any exemptions or exceptions that may apply. Effective communication with these agencies helps importers accurately complete the ISF and follow the prescribed licensing processes. The collaboration between importers and customs brokers is essential for navigating ISF compliance for controlled imports. Customs brokers experienced in handling imports subject to export controls can provide valuable guidance, ensuring accuracy in ISF filing and adherence to licensing requirements. This collaboration ensures a seamless importation process while maintaining compliance with export control regulations. Importers of controlled goods must establish robust record-keeping practices to maintain compliance with export controls. It involves retaining documentation related to the ISF filing, licensing procedures, and any other relevant records. These records may be subjected to audits or reviews by customs authorities to ensure continued compliance with export control regulations. Given the sensitive nature of controlled imports, customs authorities may conduct audits or reviews to ensure ongoing compliance with export control regulations. Importers should be prepared to provide records, relevant documentation, and any necessary updates to demonstrate their commitment to compliance. Working closely with customs brokers ensures readiness for such audits or reviews. To stay up to date with evolving export control regulations, importers of controlled goods must invest in ongoing compliance training and education. This includes tracking regulatory updates, attending seminars or webinars, and participating in industry-specific training programs. Enhanced knowledge and awareness contribute to accurate ISF filing and full compliance with export control requirements. Leveraging technology is instrumental in ensuring ISF compliance for controlled imports. Customs brokerage software and automation tools can streamline the ISF filing process, minimize errors, and provide validation checks for accuracy. Customized reporting capabilities can aid in generating compliant documentation. Importers should consider utilizing these technological solutions to enhance their compliance efforts. Supply chain visibility is crucial for ISF compliance, particularly for controlled imports. Implementing supply chain visibility technologies and processes enables importers to track and monitor the movement of controlled goods from origin to destination. This visibility helps ensure that all stages of the supply chain comply with export control regulations and licensing requirements. While ISF compliance is critical for controlled imports subject to export controls and licensing requirements, it is essential to also adhere to other customs regulations. Importers must comply with customs valuation, tariff classification, origin, and other applicable requirements to ensure comprehensive compliance and successful importation of controlled goods. To optimize ISF compliance for controlled imports, importers should follow certain best practices. These include maintaining open communication with customs brokers, keeping accurate and up-to-date records, staying informed about regulatory changes, and implementing robust compliance management systems. Adhering to these best practices supports compliant importation of controlled goods. Importers of controlled goods must establish and maintain effective internal controls to ensure compliance with export controls and licensing requirements. This involves implementing documented processes, conducting regular compliance assessments, and addressing any deficiencies promptly. Effective internal controls contribute to accurate ISF filing and overall compliance with regulatory obligations. To navigate ISF compliance for controlled imports, importers should partner with reliable customs brokers who possess expertise in export controls and licensing requirements. These customs brokers can provide guidance, ensure accurate ISF filing, and facilitate customs processes related to controlled imports. Their experience and knowledge are vital in ensuring successful compliance. Achieving and maintaining ISF compliance for controlled imports requires a commitment to continuous improvement. Importers should evaluate their processes regularly, adopt industry best practices, and stay informed about changing regulatory requirements. By continuously enhancing their compliance efforts, importers can ensure ongoing compliance and successful importation of controlled goods. Compliance with export controls and licensing requirements is not only essential from a legal perspective but also from an ethical standpoint. Importers engaged in the importation of controlled goods must prioritize compliance to protect national security, international relations, and adhere to ethical business practices. It is a shared responsibility of all stakeholders involved in international trade. Thank you for joining us in exploring ISF compliance for imports subject to export controls and licensing requirements. We hope this video has provided valuable insights into the importance of accurate ISF filing and adherence to regulatory obligations. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative content on customs brokerage and international trade. Thank you for watching.